Vic, I'm out of options. Alex has been in South America for 2 years now, and I haven't heard from him in 6 months. I just know something is wrong, and I don't trust the horrible preachers he's fallen in with. Can you get in there and check on him? With your background, I know you can handle it. Get him out if things look bad. I know it's been a few years, but your family. God, he's still just a kid. Stella.
Our citrus grove is coming along nicely, but remember, it takes time for these plants to become productive. Another 2 to 3 years and we should all be eating oranges at breakfast.
We named this place Freedom Town?
We named it for the freedoms America promised us, but which we never really had.
At last, here we are free. To love our God and love ourselves as America would never let us.
We only ask that you love this place.
As we love all of you.
You can't fix a broken system without upsetting those who benefit from that system. But you will also upset those who always fear change. People don't even realize how bad things are until you force them to truly see. And that can be very hard.
Wow.
The great project of socialism and justice burns with such a... Some let the work consume them, and they either burn brightly or blaze out of control. We are careful and let it illuminate what we are achieving. That makes the scorching heat of the fire worth it. Series that presents the actual truth behind American diplomacy, taught by a former journalist and now our resident historian, Anthony. I encourage people to sign up by the 1st of the month, and I ask you to remember, we have no time for those not fully committed to our great cause.
When we recall the verse from Matthew about the city on the hill, I think of our town in the jungle, how we can be an example to the world.
The Puritans preached that their shining example would be Boston. But 300 years later, it is instead a corrupt home for fake progressives and powerful elites.
A betrayal. The ultimate manifestation of the great American lie.
We give our lives to expose that despicable hypocrisy. Dr. Natalie tells me that we all need to be extra watchful for malaria symptoms. A Betuelan government visitor came down with a case shortly after a visit here. As you know, it is important to catch it early, as it's not as simple as popping some pills and suddenly being cured. We cannot afford an outbreak. Revolutionary Prayer Group will resume their weekly sessions this week on Friday at noon right along the river by the South Bridge. Please come prepared to speak about the hero of the revolution you want to pray for this week.
My whole life I have been fighting the warmongers in the police state. Now, with your strength, we will keep up that fight. We must never surrender. God is with us, protecting us. All he asks is that we never give up. You know how much you all mean to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future.
We must send the strongest message we can. That we will not accept the cruelty of the world.
And what better way than through our own great works here, our divine providence.
And we will not let them break us. The ending we choose will be ours, and ours alone.
Mom, I know you've never believed in what we're doing here, but I don't blame you for being wrong. As Isaac always says, the American corporate machine is designed to make people fear any different way to live. But we live our own policy, and our policy is true equality. I may not change your mind, but I hope you believe in me and love me enough to help me with my dream. This is really hard for me to ask, but as we get this started, things are stretched thin. Supplies for myself, for all my friends here, would help so much. If you could send a wire transfer, that would help the most.
You were off doing your own thing in Brazil, Vic. That's fine, but Alex missed you. When his dad left, he could have used someone else to look up to, someone to be a guidepost. By myself, I couldn't be that for him. So Alex went out and found his guidance somewhere else. Now look where he is. I need you to find him. I got a map to the area they're living in. They must have more detailed ones. I hope you find a better one when you're inside. That'll help you find Alex. Vic, I'm out of options. Alex has been in South America for 2
Dear Mom, things are going great down here. I knew it would be hard working with the mission to build a town in the jungle, but it's what we have to do. It stays hot and humid year-round here, but I love seeing all the bugs and birds from South America. Oh, food's great, particularly because we grow it ourselves. I know you worry about me, but please don't. Love, Alex.
I've never trusted those people. Who would with a name like Collective Justice Mission? They exploit good people like Alex, get them to hand over all their money, make them work all hours, and put them in a dangerous camp in the jungle. So many horrible rumors about what they do down there. I thought about what you said. Maybe some of those people are sincere. Maybe Freedom Town has a good side. But Vic, what if you're wrong? You have to find Alex.
In Cuba, the children are learning of that country's great triumphs, seeing how steadfast defiance led to a much more egalitarian society. There, they will learn of the great promise of socialism, while here, we contemplate its costs. The Agriculture Advancement Committee will be meeting on Tuesdays at sundown. If you want to see the face of true dedication and not just a path full of excuses, come hear about their breakthrough progress.
Yeah.
From Romans 13, let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another. For whoever loves others has fulfilled the law. The commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and whatever other command there may be, are summed up in this one command. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. James chapter 5. Go now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
How did we let bald-faced liars and corrupt opportunists rule us for so long? We would no longer stand it, and so we are here on our own.
Alex has lost his focus over his years in Freedom Town. For someone who was such a strong worker, it's a shame he is not more dedicated now. He spends most of his free time alone in his cabin. He needs a talking to before we move to discipline. Charles.
Hey!
We went to the end of the earth, but you brought terror here. You brought murder. No more.
I have enough problems right now, Rebecca. I will deal with Rebecca. You need to stay locked up.
There comes a time for all of us. We can only hope to make our life mean something more than just our days here.
But know this, we will never go without a fight. My God, they're killing us.
What?
They're really killing us. This place. This place was supposed to be safe.
They have shown no hesitation to kill us. If you see anything suspicious, stay away and get a member of the security team immediately.
With the will to fight, we must hold on to hope. My people, we just want to live. They won't let.
I have never understood forgiveness. People don't change. A killer is a killer is a killer. And there's only one thing to do when the murderer has brought death to your home. You make sure the murderer will not kill again.